Hey there, it's CJ Willie, and today is Veterans Day. First off, a very special thank you to all the veterans who have served our country and protected our freedom. What better way to celebrate Veterans Day than to crack open some Magic the Gathering? I have in front of me a Strixhaven School of Mages Quandrix pre-release kit. Hopefully I can pull some powerful green-blue cards. I'm going to crack this Quandrix pre-release kit, open up all 6 booster packs, then come back, talk about the deck I would have built if I had attended pre-release back in the day for Strixhaven School of Mages. On the front has a Quandrix student. And then take a look at the contents inside the pre-release kit. Have the spin down die, the smaller one that features the Quandrix symbol. Let's get a lucky 7. A 5, not too far off. Then inside we have the booster packs. I'm going to try to not spoil the promo card. So I'm going to set that off right here to the side. Have the promo pack. I'll open that up first and then jump right into the 5 regular draft boosters of Strixhaven. Maybe set those on top of that pre-release promo so I don't accidentally spoil it. I think if I was doing pre-release back in the day, I probably would have done Silver Quill, which was white-black, or Witherbloom, which was black-green. So go through the commons slow the first time around and then speed up in the other packs. Quandrix Pledge Mage, Quandrix Campus, Fractal Summoning, so a lot of green and blue spells in the seeded pack. Vortex Runner, Reject, Leyline Invocation, Eureka Moment, Environmental Sciences. Strixhaven featured Sorcery that had the subtype of Lesson. Biomathematician. Now into the uncommons. Hopefully pull a great uncommon. Team Pennant, Quandrix Apprentice, Divide by 0, and what's the seeded rare? Hope for a Mythic. It is Tempted by the Auric. It's not quite a Mythic, not the most valuable card in the set. Set the rare off to the side here. An Elemental token, a Pest token, and then because there are double-faced cards, a proxy if you, for whatever reason, weren't playing with sleeves. So I'll set these off to the side. Okay, start off with the first draft booster pack. Go through the commons quick. There's a common like Dragon's Approach. Might spotlight it. All right, on to the uncommons. Explosive Welcome. Looks like I've got a double-faced card coming up. Expressive Iteration. So that was a valuable card during the limited gameplay and made some impact in Standard, and I believe it may have got banned in some of the older formats. Pioneer, Modern, Mercurial Transformation. And the first rare from the draft booster packs is Kian, Dean of Substance, which then flips into, and I don't want to spoil the archive card, Ibrahim, Dean of Theory. And Strixhaven, inserted in every pack, was a mystical archive card that could be a powerful spell from Magic's past. Let's see if I can get a Demonic Tutor. Nope. Eliminate is the mystical archives card. Have a foil. Ogier Battleseer. So I'll put the foils maybe on top of the... Put those maybe right just down here in front. All right, on to the second booster pack. Speed it up a little bit. It's like I've got a foil Strixhaven Mystical Archive coming up. Okay, uncommons. Symmetry Sage, Golden Ratio, Professor of Symbology, Double Major. That has a little bit of value. I think I needed one more copy to have a playset. Pretty cool to pick that up. Regrowth is a rare from the Mystical Archives. There weren't any cards printed at common. They were only an uncommon, rare, mythic rare, and most of them were upshifted from, say, common to uncommon, uncommon to rare. So a lot of the rares aren't necessarily rares in the regular versions, but in the archives, they appear as rares here. And for foil, ooh, a foil mythic, Blue Sun Zenith. That's a pretty cool pull. For instance, Blue Sun Zenith wasn't a mythic when it was first printed. It's a rare, but upshifted here. Foil mythic, that's pretty cool. Hoping for Dragon's Approach, still around a $2 common. Uncommon, Decisive Denial. Dina Soul Steeper, Divide by Zero. And the rare is Gnarled Professor. That's horribly cut, top heavy. And for the Mystical Archive, it is a Defiant Strike. Be really awesome to pull a Demonic Tutor. Be very cool to pull it as a foil. Come on, Dragon's Approach. Carrick Wrangler. Shadewing Lariat, second uncommon in this pack. Ardent Dust Speaker. And the rare is a mythic. Mavinda Student's Advocate. 3 mana, 2 and a white, 2/3 flyer. For 0, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard this turn. That spell doesn't target a creature you control. It costs 8 generic more to cast this way. That spell will be put into your graveyard. Exile it instead. Activate it only once each turn. Don't think it's a very powerful mythic, but another mythic, so I'm pretty glad to pick that up. And Tainted Pack. Another mythic out of this pre-release pack. 2 mana, 1 on black, instant, exile top card of your library. You may put that card into your hand unless it has the same name as another card exiled this way. Repeat this process until you put a card into your hand or you exile 2 cards with the same name, whichever comes first. That seems pretty powerful. And a pest token. Okay, final pack, and then we'll take a look at the pre-release promo. So far, some decent cards. Strixhaven doesn't have the most value out of recently rotated sets. See if I can get a Dragon's Approach in this final pack. Doesn't look like it, but it does look like I've got something interesting coming up. Closing Statement. Grinning Ignis, which was banned in Arena, I think. I don't play Arena, so not sure what impact that had. Dueling Coach. And what is this? Oh, this is way awesome. This has been a pretty cool pre-release. Borderless Rowan, Scholar of Sparks. Planeswalker Rowan on the front side. Don't want to spoil the archive. On the back side, Will, Scholar of Frost. So the twins, Rowan and Will, legendary planeswalkers. Hopefully the deck I put together, I can use this card. And Eliminate, again. So 2 eliminates in this pre-release kit. Another foil, Enthusiastic Study, and an elemental token. Okay. The Quandrix Divider. All right. Something really cool for the pre-release foil. I'm already pretty happy with what I've pulled. If I had been playing this in a pre-release back in the day, I think I would be able to put together a pretty strong deck. Looks like I have for my pre-release foil a double-faced card. So I'll flip it over. And it's Plarg, Dean of Chaos. And on the flip side is Augusta, Dean of Order. So a lore hold based card of red-white. Okay, so those are the cards that were in the packs. I'm going to go ahead, clean up this mess, put together the pre-release deck that I would have played. Okay, I'm back with a deck that I would have built on pre-release for Strixhaven School of Mages. The seeded pack really helped me out. Quandrix or green-blue seem to be the strongest. It's a 12 creature to 12 spell ratio. In Strixhaven, I wanted to focus more on spells because of the Magecraft ability, which whenever I cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, I got an additional benefit. With my smaller creatures, Soothsayer Adept allows me to filter through my deck. Witherbloom Pledge Mage is larger. It's a 5/5 for 5, but I gain life for every instant and sorcery spell that I cast, and I can pull it off because I can do double green. In this column here, I've got some creatures that really benefit from instants and sorcery spells. Whenever I trigger Magecraft, Quandrix Pledge Mage is going to get bigger with a +1/+1 counter. When Biomathematician enters the battlefield, I get to create a fractal creature token, so that gives me a couple of more creatures to play. When I trigger Magecraft with Carrick Wrangler, I can put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature. For my bigger creatures, Gnarled Professor is a 5/4 with Trample. When it enters the battlefield, I can learn. Dean of Substance, I don't know if I would be playing this card. I might be flipping it and playing more often with Ibrahim. That gives me card advantage, and plus it's a 3/3 flyer. The ground game clogs up so fast in Strixhaven that flyers sometimes can get you to victory. Double Major is a nice spell that when I've got extra mana, when I cast a creature spell, I can copy it. Definitely want to play a Planeswalker. It allows my instants and sorceries to cost 1 generic less to cast. And I have the ability to draw some cards. And if I needed to, at the end of the game, I can exile 5 lands and create 4/4 blue and red elemental creature tokens. So that can be pretty powerful. Team Pennant's going to be a useful artifact. For 1 mana, it's 3 to equip a regular creature or 1 to equip a token. It gives that creature +1/+1 vigilance and trample. Regrowth just allows me to get my best card back into my hand. Card draw with Golden Ratio and Eureka Moment. Decisive Denial and Reject allow me to counter spells. Decisive Denial is also creature removal. Then I've got 2 learn spells that mess with my opponent either through returning a permanent to their hand or nerfing a creature. And then 2 combat spells. Big Play gives a creature +2/+2 and reach until end of turn. And Resculpt can allow me to block with one of my smaller creatures that would die, exile it, and then put a 4/4 creature token out. For my lesson cards that when I learn I can go and grab, Environmental Sciences lets me get a basic land and gain some life. Expanded Anatomy I found to be relatively powerful. Puts 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature and then gives it vigilance for that turn. Get in for a nifty attack. Mercurial Transformation is another either mess with my opponent's creature or give one of my creatures a bigger power toughness to get in for attacks. And then I always want to have a Fractal Summoning. It's another way to have a creature on the battlefield, and it can be as big as I want based upon how much mana I can pump into it. I'm going to do the 41 card special, so that means I'll do 17 lands and 24 spells. One of the lands will be Quandrix Campus. I do like the ability later in the game to pay 4 and scry to dig to a card that I need. That will allow me to do 8 Island and 8 Forest to round out my deck. And finally, if you didn't catch it earlier, here's an arena code. I won't be using it. I don't play on arena, so have fun with that. That is my Quandrix deck that I would be playing on pre-release if I were attending it back in the day. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, and share. Take some time to tell me in the comment section what you think about my sealed limited Quandrix deck. Till next time when I'm back to crack some more Magic the Gathering.